Namaste coders. In this video, we are going to create this awesome looking real-time character counter. What this will do, whenever you will start typing something here, it will start counting the number of characters here. But now it's doing nothing because we haven't written any JavaScript. So without further delay, let's write the code. I know I don't need to tell you this, but we are on our computer screen and you can see I've already written the HTML template for you. But to write the JavaScript code, we need to go through the HTML structure, okay? You can see inside this body tag, I have taken a container. Inside this container, there are two elements. One is input and second is paragraph. This is the input field here and this is the paragraph here. But if you take a closer look, I have separated this 0 with this span tag. Why? Because whenever we will start manipulating the elements, this 0 will be replaced by the number of characters, whatever it will be. Okay. So to manipulate these elements, we need access of these elements inside our JavaScript. So to access, there are three ways by which we can access these elements inside JavaScript. First one is by tag name, second one is by ID, and the third one is by class name. I haven't given any class name, so I'm not going to use that, but I'm going to use by ID. So to access by ID, there is the method called document.getElementById. So I'm just going to use it, document.getElementById, and simply inside this quotation mark, write down the ID. So this is the way you can write, you can access any element inside the JavaScript. So I'm going to access another element, which is this span tag. So again, the same method, get element by ID, and inside this quotation, copy and paste it here. All right. So now we have access of both these elements. But to iterate anything over any element, we need to keep them in a variable. Okay, so to do so, I'm just going to create a variable and I'm going to call it input, and for the second one, I'm going to call it characters. Okay, document.getElementById. Okay, so now I have access of both these elements. Now what I need, whenever I will start typing something here, I need the value of this field. Okay, so if I directly try to get the value, or if I try to console log the value of this input dot value, let's see what we get inside the console. Okay, S. Okay, we are getting error here. Why? Because there is a method here that is on input and it's invoking a function that is counter, but we haven't created any function here. So I think that's the reason why we are getting this error. So let's create the function first of all. See, this on input function method, whatever you call it, it will invoke this function, and this will invoke whenever something is being typed, or whenever you are typing something here. Like even if you type spaces, it will still invoke the function and still you are going to get errors. Let me just show you. So if I type spaces, you are going to get errors here. Okay, but as we make our function, as we write the function here, the function name is counter. Make sure the function name is same as you have declared here. So now there is nothing inside this function. So if I just write something here, I'm not getting any error, but I'm not getting the value again. Why? Because this function is running here and I'm trying to get the value out of this function. But as soon as I put this inside this function and I type something, I get the value inside of this input field here down in the console. So so if I replace this 0 with this value, let me just do that. Characters.inner HTML. In previous video, I've already told you how you can replace the inner HTML. I think I haven't told you. So let me just tell you. There are three ways by which you can replace the inner HTML or inner text. First one is inner HTML. Second one is inner text. And the third one is a different text content. Okay, these three seems to be working similarly, but there are differences between them. We will talk about that in any other video, but for now I'm just going to use the first method, that is inner HTML. And if I just replace the inner HTML with this input field, let's see what we will get. Okay, now if I type, you can see, okay, let me just type my name correctly. You can see that we are getting the name inside this. The 0 is being replaced by the value here. Okay, but we don't need the value, as I told you that this project is about the number of characters counter. So I don't need this value, but I need this value to use to count the characters. Okay, so I will store it again. Input value, I'm just going to store it in a variable, and this is the input value. Okay, input dot value. Okay, now I have stored it. If I replace this input dot value with input value, you will get the same result here. Okay, you can see you are getting the same result. Okay, so now I have access of this. I have the value of this input field. Now what I need to do, I just need to replace the characters dot inner HTML with what? Input value dot, look, this is the character, I mean this is a string. Okay, this value is a string, so you can count it by, you can get the length of this by this is the method. This is a method, or yeah, this is the method by which you can get the length of this character, I mean length of this string. So if you start typing here, you can see I'm getting the value here, but here I'm getting the number of characters. So this is what we needed to. Okay, so I think we have successfully completed our project. Let me just recap everything so that we don't miss anything. So inside this body tag, we have taken a container. This grayish area is the container, and inside that container I have an input field. This is the input field, and a paragraph tag, which is this total characters 13 also. But inside this span tag there is 0, which was initially 0. In my case this was 0. So when I manipulated this with this JavaScript code, it replaced this 0 with a number of characters here. Okay, and to do so, what we did, we needed access of both these elements, and to access these elements there were three methods. First one was by tag name, second one was by ID, and the third one was by class name, but we haven't given any class name, so we didn't use class name, and we used the ID selector. Okay, and the ID selector method is document.getElement by ID, and inside this quotation, inside this parenthesis, you will need to type quotations, and inside this quotation you will need to type the ID. Okay, we did same for both the elements, and we run a function, and this was a function because whenever something was being typed inside the input field, it was running this function, and this function was doing something here. Okay, if you just delete everything inside of this function, it will start not throw any error, because the function is being invoked but it's doing nothing. So we needed to do something with this function. So the function was being called, and this function was this function was getting the value of this input field. So first of all, we tried to get the value of this input field, and and once we got the value of this input field, we tried to get the length of that value. Okay, and once we got the length of the value, we replace the inner HTML of this character, that is the span tag here, this 0. We replace the 0 with the length of this input field. Okay, so input value, I mean sorry. So this is how we completed this project. I hope you got the point. I hope you understood the approach, how we approach the project here. If you have any queries, please comment down below, and if you want to suggest me to improve my content, please comment down below. I'll be happy to hear it from you. So thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day, guys.